Good day, folks. Comica released a new wireless microphone system today called the BoomX-U. This is an upgraded version to their BoomX-D series. They've added a lot of new enhancements and features that make it a really compelling product. Now, when it comes to packages, there's two different variations you can purchase. You can purchase a set with one transmitter, or you can purchase a set with two transmitters. So let's just jump right in and take a closer look. So here in front of me, I have the new Comica wireless microphones, the BoomX-U series, and this is the dual transmitter setup. You can purchase the new BoomX-U as a single transmitter setup. It costs $149, or you can get it as a dual transmitter setup for $219, I believe. As you can see, it comes with a nice little case. You can see here there's two compartments. The bottom compartment is for the transmitters and for the receiver, and the top compartment there is for all the cabling. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you order the single transmitter set if it comes with a case or not. The dual set does come with this nice case. So let's just take a quick look at all the gear you get with the package when you order it. And I just want to mention here too, this review is going to be from the perspective of a GoPro user, somebody who wants to use this wireless microphone system with their GoPro. So you can see here in the bottom compartment, we have our two transmitters and we have our receiver. They are a little bit bigger than the Rode Wireless Go, but not by much, and they're still quite compact. And as you can see here, we have two transmitters. They'll both connect to the receiver. So in this top compartment here, there's actually quite a bit stored up in here. First of all, let's take a look at the connectors. Here we have a TRS to TRS. So you'll be using this if you're going to be connecting it to things like GoPros, DSLR cameras, the Osmo Action, Osmo Pocket. We also have a TRS to TRRS. You can see here this gray end is a TRRS. And that will be used if you're going to be connecting it to a smartphone. We have a USB-C cable for charging up the unit. We also have this connection here, and I'm not quite sure what it's for. If you use an audio setup with a connection like that, you'll know what it's for. But yeah, it does come with it if you do need it. Now over here on the other side, you can see we have one lav mic. We have two lav mics. So when you buy the dual transmitter setup, you get two lav mics, which is a nice touch. And we get two little dead cats to go over the transmitter's built-in microphone. And you get a user manual, kind of goes over all the information that you need in order to use it. So let's take a quick look at the transmitter and microphone here. There's quite a few upgrades from the original BoomX-D series. Most notably, you're going to notice that they have fold-out antennas. And you can see here on the receiver, we have a fold-out antenna as well. So that's a really nice touch that does allow you to get better reception. Now, you don't have to use the transmitter or receiver with the antennas folded out. It just gives you a more solid connection, and it allows you to get a little bit better range. Comica states with the antennas folded in, you can get about 50 meters of range, and with the antennas folded out, you can get 120 meters of range. Now, they've also made a lot of changes under the hood. On the old system, it was a 2.4 gigahertz system. On this new setup, they're using a UHF 48 channel setup. So what that means is that you're going to have better reception, especially in complex shooting environments. With the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum, you can get a lot of interference and can cause problems with audio breakup. On the new setup, you can change to different channels if you're getting interference, and it's just all around a more reliable system. Now, the only downfall to the new setup is that it's not allowed in every country. Every country has different regulations when it comes to wireless transmission, so this new setup might not be available in every country. They've also upgraded the battery life. You can now expect up to 6 hours, compared to 5 hours on the original BoomX. You have 16 levels of gain control compared to 12. You can have it set to auto scan for different channels. So let's go ahead and we'll power them on here, and I'll show you just quickly how they work. You can see right away they've paired this now as the B receiver. If I power on the A receiver, all that information would be there on the left-hand side. On the screen here, you can see it shows us the battery level of the receiver. It also shows us the battery level of the transmitter. It also shows us what channel we're on. We're on channel 46. And it also gives us an audio meter there so we can see what the audio levels are. Now, this is very similar to the Rode Wireless Go if you're not familiar with the Comica brand. Basically, it works in the same fashion. This whole transmitter is a microphone. You can see here we have the microphone built in, but we also have a microphone jack. So you can pin this inside a jacket or a shirt pocket, and that's all you need. However, if you want to be a little bit more discreet, if you find this unit a little bit too big, you can put this inside your pocket and use one of the included lav mics. You just plug it in there like that, clip this to your shirt, and now you have a lav mic that you can use. In a minute here, we're going to do some audio tests of the microphone built into the transmitter and when using the lav mic. As I already shown you, you also get these little dead cats, so if it's going to be a windy day, you don't want a lot of wind noise. They just slip over the top there. You can see there's like a rubber sleeve that just goes over top of that microphone. And yeah, it's pretty simple. On the back here of both the transmitter and the receiver, we have a clip. So it makes it easy to clip to things like a shirt, a belt buckle, a hat, anything you need. But that clip is also the exact size of a cold shoe. So if you do want to mount it on your camera, you can do so fairly easy. Both the transmitter and receiver have USB-C ports for charging it up. If we take a look at the receiver here, you can see we have an input. That's where we connect it to our camera, and we also have a headphone jack if you want to monitor the audio. Now, connecting this wireless microphone system to a GoPro is super simple. You can see here I have my Hero 8 Black, and I have it inside the media mod. All you're going to do is connect it to the cold shoe, just to hold it there in place. We're going to take the TRS to TRS cable. We're going to plug it into the output on the receiver, and then take the other end and plug it into the microphone jack on the media mod. And that's basically it. Once you plug it in, it's going to disable the onboard microphones on your GoPro, and now you have a nice wireless setup. You just take the transmitter, pin it to your jacket or shirt, put it in a pocket, whatever you want to do. Then you don't have to worry about having cables attached or being too far away from the microphone. And then if you want, you can fold out your antennas. But as I mentioned, you don't have to use this setup with the antennas folded out if it's too bulky or going to get in the way. Folding them out is just going to give you more range, up to 120 meters. Now, I don't know of any practical reasons why myself I would need range of 120 meters, but I'm sure there are a few people out there that might need that. Now, myself, I've actually been very pleased with the audio quality. And most of you probably don't know, but the last several videos that I've recorded on YouTube have been using this wireless setup. I've actually had this kit for a little over a month now, so I've been able to test it out thoroughly. Let's just go ahead and play the samples, and then I'll talk about it and some of the issues that I did have. So today we're just out testing the Comica BoomX-U microphone. It was just released earlier today, and so far I've been pretty happy with the audio quality. It has a lot of nice features, and right now I'm using the transmitter, the built-in microphone on the transmitter. I have the little dead cat windscreen on it just to make sure we don't get any wind noise. It's not really that breezy today, but just to be safe. There are other wireless microphones on the market that don't work too well. Once you take the transmitter and turn it away from the receiver, it can cut out quite a bit. So we're going to test that out too. I'll just show you the setup I've got going on here. I have the Hero 8 Black in the media mod, and then I've got the BoomX-U attached to the side there. And yeah, so that's basically it. It's nice, compact, a nice little wireless microphone system for vlogging and different things like that. So right now I'm quite a ways away from the camera. I don't really know how far I am. I'm not really good with measurements, but I would say I'm at least 100 feet, 150 feet maybe. And what's the audio sound like? So now at 150 feet, I'm going to turn around and let me know what the audio sounds like. Right now I'm completely facing away from the camera, so my body's in between the transmitter and the receiver. Now I'm going to walk away even farther, and we'll see if it can still pick me up. If it can, it's actually doing a really good job. So now I'm out of frame. I'm actually facing the camera, but I went around a bend, and there's a lot of trees and obstacles in front of us. And now I am going to turn around, so now I'm not. And now I'm back in view, and hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, so now I'm testing the lavalier microphone that is included with the kit. And you can see here I have it connected to the transmitter. And what's it sound like? Does it sound any better than the built-in microphone to the transmitter? Again, this is the lavalier that's included with the Comica BoomX-U. And yeah, we'll see what it sounds like when I get back home. So as you can see from those audio samples, the audio is pretty good for a $149 wireless microphone setup. You know, it's one of those things that in life you get what you pay for. If you buy a $10 microphone, you're going to get $10 audio quality. If you spend $1,000 on a microphone, you are going to get $1,000 worth of audio quality. But for the price at $149, I think you actually get pretty good bang for your buck. Definitely the audio is usable. Now, if you're a professional production company, you might opt to go with a different type of setup. But for the average person who's going to be vlogging, making YouTube videos, making TikTok videos, Instagram stories, different things like that, this audio is perfectly acceptable. Now, as for distance, you can see I did a video there. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure how far away I was. I was at least 150 feet, maybe a little bit more. And it had a good connection still. There was no problem there. And even when I turned around, so the transmitter wasn't facing directly towards the receiver, you could still pick me up nice and clear. Later on in the video, when I did go around the bend, it did break up a little bit. But still, generally, it was pretty good. And that was one problem that people were having with the Rode Wireless Go microphone setup, is that when they weren't in line of sight, they would tend to break up even at a closer range. The only breakup I did get is if I was moving a lot. If I was 150 feet out and I was doing a lot of moving, then it would break up a little bit. But standing stationary or relatively still, the signal strength was quite good and there was no breakups. So definitely generally pleased with the quality and the range and the performance of this microphone system. So yeah, folks, that is the Comica BoomX-U wireless microphone system. They were launched today and you should be able to pick them up shortly. I'm not sure if they're going to be available on something like Amazon right on day one, but they should make their way there soon. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.